back for another video. If you guys are watching this video, you've obviously had problems with your headlights or have problems with the headlights not popping up. And so that's what this video is to do today, is to show you guys on how I fixed my issue with my headlights not popping up or wanting to do anything. And so we'll get into the video. So guys, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start taking off the tombstone. There's a bolt here and a bolt here. Reverse, out of your way. The tombstone just pulls forward, and then the sensor itself, there's a push thing that comes right off right here. And then lay it forward. And this is what we're going to be checking. So first you're going to grab your volt tester and you're going to be testing to see if there are hot pins on this. So you should have two hot pins on here. You should have the orange, which is hot, and you should have the red, which is hot. So go ahead and ground this just on the chassis. I use these metal pieces that are down here. And then go ahead and check these. So our first one right here, hot. Our red one right here, not hot. So we obviously have an issue with the circuit. So we found that we're getting no power here for that switch. So one common cause why these don't go down is typically the switch. So where I'm not getting voltage here, it's obviously not the switch. There's another problem that has occurred. So the next thing we're going to look at where we don't have power up there, right underneath this dash right above, like right above your clutch pedal, is your guys' fuse box. So this first fuse box, you have a phi. So I always try the hazard one, pull that out, check and see if any fuses are blown. Also check the cigar, make sure to see if any of those are blown. And then also just for peace of mind, check the rest of them. There's only 5 fuses there. So make sure that none of them are blown. And if all of them look good, then we're going to move on to the next part. So with mine, I don't have any fuses blown. And so all my fuses look great. So we're going to move on to the next part. So the next portion we're going to check is underneath this panel right here. There's this plastic that you pull off right here, and there are 2 relays right here. These are relays that also run to help flip up those headlights and operate your actual headlights. So first what you want to do is flip these around and then go back and check your voltage at the tombstone and see if that changes anything. If that doesn't change anything, swap them back, and most likely these relays are not going to be a problem. You can also check the relay by checking resistance, by turning your voltmeter to ohms, and then checking, just putting your probes on each terminal and seeing what resistance that you get. Another way to also check it is by adding a 12 volt to it and seeing if it actually switches. These were not my problem, so we're going to move on to the next part. Alright, so the next portion is going to be checking the wires behind here for voltage. So what we're going to do is behind each of these you have a wire that is red with yellow, and then you have one that is red with blue. So you're going to end up plugging your voltmeter and probing on one of those to see if you have a 12 volt when that switch inside the tombstone is pushed. Again, that's not my problem. So I'm still not getting voltage out here, which tells me that it's not anything out here that is causing that problem. So after you've checked those and you're still not getting voltage, then it's not going to be the relays on the side of your lights, and it's not going to have anything to do with the lights. So for the next one, we are going to move to the next problem. Alright guys, so on to the next portion. This is one that I've seen that a lot of people have had problems with, and that's the retractor relay. So tractor relay on a 94 Miata is located right above the clutch pedal next to 3 other relays. It's going to be the one that's closest to the relay, or closest to the clutch pedal, sorry. So this is what ended up causing my issue. It was this relay, and so instead of replacing the relay, I kind of wanted to hardwire mine anyways. So I ended up hardwiring my switches or my headlights to where I can pop them up at any time. So we're going to get this pulled apart, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like when your relay is blown. Okay, so with this, there's going to be these 2 things that clip onto this relay, and you're going to pull those off, and then this chip right here will pull out. So now, with this chip being pulled out, we're going to look at this circuit board, And right here is where my relay ended up breaking. So let me see if we can get a close lookup of the circuit board for you guys to show you guys what that's going to look like. So as you guys can see right here, you can see where that copper in between these two circuits is broken. And that is what's causing my issue. So this relay is what we're going to need to replace in order to fix that issue. So on your harness right here, can you see that focus on the camera? Okay. So like I said, you're going to have your yellow wire with the red on it, and then you're going to have your other red wire with the blue. So if you want to hardwire this like I did, so you can control with a switch, you're going to tap into this yellow with red, and this is what allows it to go up when it receives the 12 volt. And the red with blue on this wire harness is what allows both these to go up when it receives power. So you're going to end up needing a two-step toggle that has an on when it goes up and an on when it goes down, and then has a neutral wire right in the middle. So that neutral wire you'll wire to a hot wire, which is a 12 volt. Then you'll have one side go to the yellow and one side go to this other wire, which is the red with the blue. And that will allow your lights to function properly and go up and down as you please. So after you get that switch wired up, like I said, the top is your up, the bottom is your down, and the middle is going to be a 12 volt or your neutral wire. So now I've got mine all hooked up, and now they work. I have no more use for that relay other than just to run some other circuits, but my headlights work and they are wired to a switch. Hey guys, thank you for watching today's video, and don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more content. We're out.